We are here at India Energy Week 2025. We have with us Mr. Milind Wagle, Managing Director, Burckhardt Compression India Private Limited. Sir. Thank you for giving us time. So, sir, if you can tell me about your company and what services and solutions that you are offering to the industry.
Yeah. So Burckhardt Corporation basically is in oil and gas segment. We are almost 180 years old, manufacturing high pressure gas compressors in Switzerland, and in India we are there for the last 30 years. So we are based out of Pune, and we cater basically to all segments of oil and gas, whether it's petrochemical, refineries, the new segment of hydrogen mobility, and also what's not in India but globally, we also a leader in marine business, supplying compressors for marine business.
So, how is the response in the India market? Because recently you have signed for the 45 biogas installations. What are the other orders that you have in your bag?
Yeah, yeah. I think I must say, in India we have been growing year on year. We are a small company, about 30 crores in 2004. Today we are a 700 crore company in India. Also, in that sense, we have separate products for various applications. You can see some of them here.
Yes, sir.
So the business is there in all verticals, whether it is petrochemicals, we import the compressors for the petrochemical segment from Switzerland, we do the full engineering and packaging. For the process gas, which we generally use for refineries and also for the HME segment, we are also the hub, I would say, in India for the global market. So we are also manufacturing that now. And I would also like to add that the way India is growing, the investment, the headquarters also sanctioned a significant investment for a new facility which will manufacture the largest compressors in our full portfolio for the world market. So that shows the confidence of the management in the Indian subsidiary.
So, sir, you talked about the headquarters earmarking the investment. What is the investment and what will be the capacity of the new manufacturing facilities?
Yeah. So we have two sorts of investment. One is in the main compressor line, where I would say we are about 17 million Swiss francs to manufacture approximately 100 large compressors, and we already manufacture around 200 to 250 for the biogas and CNG market.
Okay.
So that capacity will increase by at least 50%. And for the refinery, where we are doing about 15 to 20, we will be doing at least 5 times more. So that is the whole investment in India, and in addition we have in the service sector where we are investing about 6 million in Vadodara. That's also for manufacturing of the critical components which we used to import. So that in a nutshell, under Make in India, we are having a good example over the last 8-9 years how we have progressed under Make in India, manufacturing a lot of compressors which used to be in the past imported and sold in India.
And how do you see the trends of innovation in the compression segment?
Yeah, the biggest, I would say, innovation that is happening is also to go basically in the hydrogen sector, where you are expecting to have oil free, specifically in the EVA, manufacturing of EVA, or in the hydrogen fuel cell, where we can't afford to have oil traces. So a lot of our compressors are now being manufactured with technologies for oil-free compressors. So that's one of the new technologies that are coming in. And in India, we have started manufacturing it for various customers, global. In addition, I would say we are also in marine. So, the whole global sustainability topic which is going on. So a lot of our compressors are used for boil-off gas applications and, reduction of the GHG. So that's where our special technology which we develop in our headquarters, that's getting rolled out.
Sir, would you also like to add something in the trends, emerging trends in the compression system?
In compression system, apart from what Milind said, we are looking at the digital solutions as well. So one of the divisions which we formed at headquarters is digital product services. So nowadays people want to get connected across the world. So taking example of marine, we have devised a product wherein the ship where we installed our compressors, we are monitoring them by 24/7. So we have a small cell where these compressors are monitored throughout the world, round the clock in Switzerland, in India. And this technology will enable us to monitor each and every machine that we have sold to the customer, may it be preventive maintenance point of view or emergency services. So this digital product services is one unit where we are coming as a worldwide leaders. Products are there, but well-established service will again enable us, to take it forward.
So, sir, with hydrogen, biogas picking up in India, how do you see your growth accelerating in this market?
Yeah, I mean significant. We have we started, as I said, we were a pioneer in CNG in the 90s. We were the first company in India to manufacture CNG compressors under the brand name of Sulzer Burckhardt. Then later, of course, this company split and Burckhardt was divested. We became an independent company here. But over the years, I think a major market share is still owned by Burckhardt. But today we have a partner with us over the last few years called Tulip Compression. So Tulip Compression represents Burckhardt. The whole technology belongs to Burckhardt. We manufacture the compressors in our facility, and they do the whole packaging and the delivery at the end customer, including the O&M. So with the growth that is happening, I think we are significantly benefiting. We started, as I said, with small volumes. Now we are doing almost 150 to 200 odd compressors a year. Yeah. And expectations, as what we see, is almost 2 or 3 times per year that the customers are talking to us. So the new investments will definitely help us in that direction.
And what is your current market position in terms of compression in India?
You mean market share?
Market share as well.
I mean, it varies. Yeah. I won't put a figure to it because we are in critical project industry. This year, for example, a lot of projects have got postponed to next year. So it's a bit dicey for me to say, but I would say we are at least generally in a very high market share environment in the applications we work. Let's say CNG, we still have a dominant share compared to our competitors. In other refinery, we are having an equal share with our competitor. So it depends in which applications we are. Some we are very strong, some we are pretty on par.
I was reading there that 99% of the greenhouse emissions is maintained or controlled
in our facility.
There. So keeping
that's a scope 2.
Scope 2. Yeah. So keeping the sustainability as a focus for all the manufacturing plant, what sort of sustainable element do you incorporate in your product and services or technology?
I would say the biggest one is our own. All compressors are gas free, gas tight. You would say. So we don't. I won't name, but there are customers who have products where you could have gas loss, whether it's hydrogen, whether it is CNG. So our products designed by itself, incorporates technologies which ensures there is no gas loss. So that's the first part. So you don't have a gas loss in the system. The second one we are looking at is, as I said earlier, we are looking into technologies of oil free. So we will eliminate use of oil for lubrication.
Okay.
So we already have that in some application, and now we are also doing it for the CNG and other applications. So that will also, in that sense, is something I would say is going to help the industry because you will not require oil. So obviously, less the oil, better the sustainability topics.
So, sir, from 30 CR to 700 CR, what you mentioned, where do you see yourself 5 years down the line in the India market, keeping Make in India, manufacturing? These things are in the main focus of the government.
See, I would say we have a 5-year plan which is 1 billion. 2 years are already passed. We are pro rata on track. So another by 2027 we should be equal to 1 billion company or more, because the plan was generally made considering the business from India, whereas now we are going to be the hub in India for the world. So we don't see really that as a challenge. The challenge will be to see how much we can extend that. So, but of course we have to remain competitive. That's always going to be the case when you are in India. Competitiveness is one of the core focus areas of the management.
So currently, if you see your Pune facility is there, is this facility catering to only the India market, domestic market, or is there, are you also exporting from
We are
there?
exporting all our products. In fact, I am proud to say we are possibly one of the few companies who exports between Japan on one side and America on the other side. So the whole, almost all countries, important business countries where you can do business, I think we have our presence in the last 10-15 years.
So what could be the percentage of the domestic markets there and then export?
Of course, it
Of your
varies,
rubber,
but
yeah,
some products
but
we
still-
are, I would say on an average in terms of the business sales, I would say generally 60-40.
60 is domestic or?
Yeah, I mean it depends. Some
Achha,
years
it
we are 60
reverse.
local, 40 global, some years we are the other way around.
And how do you see the demand trends in the market, domestic market of the
I
compression?
mean, I would really look forward to a much more increased petrochemical for us in India.
Yeah, a lot
I
of-
would say is an area of growth potential. A refinery, I would say it's pretty good, but looking at the policies of the government to really phase out the refinery business or investments, I think the future for us would remain a bit of petrochemical. And also the hydrogen mobility segment, which is likely to catch up in India, and India could be the hub for exporting hydrogen. This is what we are looking forward. The government policies seem to be driving in that direction, and we are there to hopefully encash on it.
Would you like to add something, sir, on
Yeah,
this?
in terms of product portfolio services, we are adding, in hydrogen mobility segment, compressors ranging from almost 350 to 500 bar. So those might be process gas compressors or diaphragm segment. So currently we are partnering with our headquarters to localize those products in India so that we can become cost competitive and India becomes a hub for the global for supply of these hydrogen mobility, products and services.
So along with manufacturing, you are also providing all sorts of services.
Services, yeah.
So what are the new elements that you are bringing or incorporating to your services offerings to remain competitive in the market, sir?
Yeah, again, services, one is the products, because we have products within
Yeah.
our services,
Yeah.
which to a large extent we used to import. So manufacturing them in India will help the Indian customers, and as I said, we are investing in a new facility there. The other one, other than the products, is the way we handle service with our customers. I am proud to say that our customer satisfaction rate is very high, which is also a credit to the whole service team and to the customers who rate us very highly. So that's the good part for us, and we want to encash through various options we have of annual rate contracts we have with majority of our customers. We have been able to retain them with annual rate contracts, annual maintenance contracts, and our service delivery is, I think as of today or last year, I would say is almost 94% on time.
Okay.
For spare parts, and that too a lot we measure within 1 week, means from the order to a delivery is almost 10 days, max 10 days. We do a majority of our service within that. For a engineering industry, I think that's pretty high standards.
Would you like to add, sir, something on the service front?
I think the important part for us is it's not only we are taking care of our own products, we are also taking care of the manufacturers or OEMs who are not providing service in India. The segment we called as other brand compressors. So our team is so strong. They are handling any damn compressor available in India of any make. So that kind of competency and capability we have built our past 4 years. So may it be spare parts, doing engineering of it, producing those parts with collaboration with our suppliers and providing timely service. Which customers sometimes they hope we won't get those compressors back. So it's not we are looking at our products, but we are making sure like we are experts in reciprocating compressors and providing those holistic services to other brands. Also, we are making a big leap in terms of services.
Anything more, sir?
Even, I would say we recently, about a year and a half back, we purchased the IP of what in India is known as the Bharat Pumps and Compressors Limited. So we are now the you can say the full OEM for that, and a lot of Indian customers were suffering on service because this company had closed down. It was a public sector company, as you know. So now that we use our whole experience of compressor technology, and with the IP, we are able to do a much better service either on spare parts or revamps. There are almost 200 odd compressors in the Indian market which needs a very high level of service. because they are in process gas. So there I think we are really adding value. A lot of our customers, I have to thank them. They were very happy that company like Burckhardt took over the IP. For us, it was not so sure when we bought it whether it would be a big success. But in 1.5 years, I think all Indian public sectors have listed us as the supplier or service providers for those compressors.
So also exploring opportunity for further IP acquisitions or other sort of
I think it's a
acquisitions.
selective decision we take. Globally, our company has been doing investments and buying some companies who add value into our domain. But overall, I would say the company philosophy is to be, the market player in receipts. Our vision is not to diversify beyond what's coming under the core technology and be the market leader. That's what our whole philosophy is.